killer finally confesses. Let's see what the fuck he confessed. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. But here's what you probably didn't know. Someone tipped off Trap City Rob, and that heads up is the only reason he stood on business that day. So who really backdoored Lil Jeff? Was it someone from the Bloodhound gang? And why did the rest just stand there, watching him get shot multiple times without ever firing back? All of those questions, and more, finally get answered in the killer's long-awaited confession. Let's get into it. A shocking revelation. In an unexpected turn of events, Lil Jeff's alleged killer, Trap City Rob, shared his point of view about what really went down. It appears that Lil Jeff left Trap City Rob with only one option: stand on business. Now, if you're not familiar with the backstory, let me bring you up to speed. On June 8, 2024, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Q50, and one other dude were outstanding on business. In surveillance footage that was later released, Lil Jeff and his squad were caught chasing down a rival gang member in the heart of Trap City. In the footage, you see Lil Jeff and his homies holed up in a black SUV waiting for their target. As soon as the target was spotted, Lil Jeff got out of the car and started chasing him down while letting out shots. The target, wearing bright yellow shorts, quickly ducks for cover and immediately runs straight into the porch of the next building in front of him. He was hit once in the chest, but he kept running for his life. I knew the bloodhounds were bloodthirsty when I saw Lil Jeff wearing a black Nike hoodie and gray Nike joggers chasing his target straight onto the porch. For some reason, his homies did not go with him. They stood by their car while letting out shots at the car that dropped off the target. But this is where it gets interesting. The moment Lil Jeff approached the front porch, a dramatic turn of events unfolded. Bullets started popping out of the alley.
What's that word? What's that word,
Lil Jeff
man?
was right in the middle of danger, and his homies were too far away to help. They watched him get dropped by someone from inside the house. From another perspective, you could hear a barrage of bullets, and Lil Jeff's homies at the black SUV do not seem to be ducking or hiding from these bullets. I believe these bullets were being shot at Lil Jeff while he was on the ground. This means all his friends were watching him get stood over. They probably only fired a few pointless rounds towards the house. Seeing that Lil Jeff had already been hit multiple times, they turned around and ran back to the black SUV and waited for the opportunity to pick up his body. This point of view makes sense because the police marked a lot of shell casings next to the door, proving that Lil Jeff was stood over as soon as he got behind the big pillar. And again, the pillar in front of the porch was a perfect cover, making it impossible for Lil Jeff's homies to help him in the crossfire.
Damn.
However, it appears that the shooter jumped off the porch right after killing Lil Jeff and started buzzing his homies, chasing them back to the car. You can see the guy in the red jumpsuit, believed to be Q50, limping back to the car because he probably caught a bullet in his foot. A Reddit user confirmed that. I noticed that when I first watched the video. They lowered their guns in distraught like, damn, our big homie just got stood over in front of us. And then they snap back into reality and start shooting at him. However, by that time, it was too late. Lil Jeff was shot in the chest almost 19 times. And you
God
could see him
damn.
collapse at the end of the video. But it didn't end
19
there. After the
times?
rounds of bullets on
Cry
Lil
harder?
Jeff, his homies
The fuck
cycled
you
back
mean by
and
that?
picked him up before the police arrived. They drove his lifeless body to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Another user said, that matches up because they did say the guy was dropped off in a black SUV by his friend. I just looked up the address where the hit went down on Google Maps, and it all makes sense. You can spot the silver Jeep parked opposite the black SUV. It was probably the camera from this house that captured the incident. When you pan the map a little, you will get the perfect view of the black SUV that circled.
Hey, the way that you could go on Google Maps and look at shit is fucking crazy. Like all this shit, like you could just go look and see.
As the getaway route. Although Trap City Rob has been very low-key about the hit, maintaining a low profile and keeping it cool, he finally confessed. His
Hey, hit that
confession not
sub
only
button,
revealed
man.
him as the shooter, but also gave another perspective of the operation, painting a perfect picture that the surveillance footage failed to capture. In an interview with Block 2 Block, Lil Jeff's killer confessed that he saw 6 people chasing down his homeboy.
Damn. Okay. So is there anything about that case you want to clear up and just touch about, bro? Because I see you got a whole different perspective.
I see the video. I see that. I was like, damn, this thing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
Now that's a whole different perspective. How did he know there were 6 people there? The video that circulated online didn't
Right.
show that amount. I guess that's where it tracks. City slipped up. However, despite how smoothly the counterattack went, Rob did not boast about it. He claimed that he was only doing what was necessary to secure his hood. This appears to be true because a resurfaced video shows Trap City Rob on the front porch of the building where Lil Jeff was killed, just chilling and observing his environment. A fan quickly observed that, for real, this dude like some troll in a cave you didn't know was there till it's too late. This is his spot, and he held it down. It's It's no surprise that people started praising Rob as the defensive player of the year. During the interview with Block 2 Block, Rob confesses why he was always on the front porch, saying he is critically conscious of his environment.
I'm conscious, bro. Like, I'm in my environment, but I understand the overall. You know what I'm saying?
This is particularly true because in the same interview, you could see Trap City Rob and his homies, OTF, Black, and Terror, constantly observing their left and right for any possible threat. Damn, Chicago is not for beginners. Trap City Rob then went on to give a glimpse of his critical consciousness, revealing that drill rap is a plot against black people to fight themselves. Unfortunately, young black people have fallen for the bait, which is why they always run up on each other at the slightest inconvenience.
Black man is very underdeveloped and undereducated in America. No, just listen, bro. When it comes to emotional intelligence, reasoning, people getting shot over shoes, that's not being emotionally intelligent.
Trap City Rob's responses during
Okay,
this interview
no,
attracted
you
several
ain't
violent
lying.
comments to the hood. One user commented, "Rob is what you call a grown man," and another quickly added, "These dudes are mature." Jeff was a little immature kid running up on some OGs. Jeff didn't think before he reacted. That's what separates a grown man from a little boy. OGs don't move the way Jeff did. OGs have rules and guidelines. The interviewer then reminded the trio about the viral meme on Reddit where Robert's face is photoshopped on Malcolm X's iconic photo
That's
with the
crazy.
caption, "Protect the Trap." The post suggests that Rob should run for president with the assurance that he will triumph in politics. Trap City Rob then acknowledged that he had seen the meme on Reddit, but he is not out to chase clout on the internet. Trap City Rob is truly smart and understands that bragging about the hit will only continue the circle of violence in the city. After all, the entire beef has been bloody because every hood wants to slide for their fallen homie, fueling an inextinguishable hood war. The Hood War. In an earlier interview covering Lil Jeff's lifestyle, the rapping hitman revealed that he had been on the streets
The
since
rapping
he turned
hitman.
18.
So around what age did you jump off the porch and start hanging out in the street?
I'm saying when I came outside for real, I was like 18.
Okay.
I just turned 18.
However, Bloodhound Lil Jeff revealed that although he jumped off the porch relatively late compared to his peers, he was no stranger
Y'all
to
new,
the
hit
street
that
because he had
sub
an
button,
older
man.
brother
We
who
on the
plugged
way
him
to
in on the
600.
cruelty, violence, and lifestyle of the street.
But I'm doing that. I've been seeing my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I told you I got an older brother. So it ain't nothing new for real. It's the same I've been seeing.
In case you don't know, Lil Jeff's older brother's name is Jay Boogie. Interestingly, the beef between Drill City and Trap City that ended the lives of young street boys, including Lil Jeff, started with gangsters like Jay Boogie. Now, what you should know is that Jay Boogie is about the same age group as Trap City Rob. And what's most important to note is that back in the day, these dudes were cool with each other. In the interview by Block 2 Block on YouTube, Trap City Rob confirmed that the two hoods used to be cool until the
If y'all
Bloodhound
new,
stole
hit
the
that
hoes
button,
and
man.
made
Hit that
everything
sub
south.
button. We on the way to 600, man. On my baby.
Okay. So okay, the bloodhounds. Yeah, y'all was cool.
Those my homies. He stole the chain, bro. He tried like took it. He stole my own chain.
But again, if you look closely, you will see even far deeper than what Rob said was the reason for the beef. At least for Bloodhound Jeff, their feud started with the death of his cousin Z-Man. Let me give you a little background. Very early in Lil Jeff's growth, Jay Boogie caught a charge and was sent behind bars. Now with Jay Boogie in jail, Lil Jeff's cousin Z-Money stepped in and started playing the role of an elder brother to Lil Jeff. He helped do his dirty work for him. He gave him the spotlight while playing the role of a background director. However,
Right.
Lil Jeff and the entire Bloodhound gang would be faced with one of the most devastating losses that would sever the street alliances between Trap and Drill cities. On the 16th of March, 2023, Z-Money was killed. According to news reports, Z-Money was in his car on the 1300 block of East 7th.
So was he killed by them other niggas?
Intersection in Kimball. He was in the Avalon Park neighborhood in the parking lot of a dry cleaner store. There, the tragedy unlocked. It was reported that a car approached Z-Money in the neighborhood and began to fire shots in his direction. Z-Money was rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center. Unfortunately, there he breathed his last. Z-Money's unfathomable death was a painful loss to the Bloodhounds, but most especially to Lil Jeff, who had enjoyed Z-Money's protection since his brother was incarcerated. After the murder, Lil Jeff and his right-hand man Q50 would go on to tattoo Z-Money's name on their skin as a tribute to their fallen hero. Just when the situation was cooling off, the rumors about Z-Money's killer's identity began to circulate. On Reddit, it was rumored that Z-Money was backdoored by his old friends at Trap City.
Oh,
Following
okay.
whispers on the street,
Okay,
Lil
okay,
Jeff
okay.
was
That
restless
makes
and
sense,
thirsty
though.
for blood, and soon went out for a hunt. And Lil Jeff, he always had a target in mind. Lil Pooh, a Trap City dude who had been dissing Z-Money, was out on the street walking freely like it was Thanksgiving Sunday. He started showing up at familiar places.
Thanksgiving Sunday is crazy.
Cool, despite knowing that his name was being whispered on the street. But Lil Jeff was not one to rush. He always gave his targets time to let their guards down while strategizing on how to strike. On April 9th, 2023 was the D-Day. Jeff and the Bloodhounds had decided that Lil Pooh wasn't going to see the next summer. However, Lil Jeff didn't just roll up on Pooh and spray him. He instead waited for him outside his home, as patient as a watchdog. And when Lil Pooh arrived home to rest his head, Lil Jeff sent him to eternal rest. According to CPD, at about 11:30 p.m., shots rang out at the 1800 block of 223rd Street. As soon as they arrived, they found the victim, later identified as Pierre Boozer Jr., unresponsive in the front yard of his home. He was shot multiple times until he breathed his last. No one said a thing about the hit to the police, but the street knew who the prime suspects were. Then shortly after, Lil Jeff wanted to send a clear message. He dissed Lil Pooh in an unreleased song hinting that he waited outside his home and got him. Lil Pooh dissed Z now, Lil Pooh gone. You know, it never take too long laying in grass until he come home, he writes. Word on the street was that Lil Jeff never released the diss out of respect for his flip side homie. However, when Lil Pooh's homie posted
Oh, no, you
picture,
good,
Lil
Brody?
Jeff sent a message saying he dissed
that
Z.
word,
Lil
twin.
Jeff was direct. No Z Money disrespect can be tolerated. However, Bloodhound Lil Jeff did not just slide for Z Money and went back to his shell. He had tasted blood and was craving more. Shortly after, Lil Jeff was out on the street again, chasing his ops to their early graves. One of the most popular moments Lil Jeff chased down ops was the murder of BKN's Lil Rob and Monty, captured on camera. The tragic incident
When I was at the high school, I seen that shit.
located in downtown Chicago in an area known as Loop. At about 12:30 noon, Lil Rob and BKN Monty were heading out of school for a lunch break towards Washington Street and Wabash.
That's what I didn't understand. How do they let y'all out of school in Chicago, like to go to lunch? Like they let y'all out and then be like, go, come back.
Well, as soon
Because
as
we
Monty
wouldn't
and
come
Lil
back
Rob
on my
arrived,
baby.
2 cars pulled over and some armed men jumped out and began to let out shots, killing the BKN boys. Surveillance footage shows Lil Rob and Monty casually walking toward the elevator structure, completely oblivious of the terror ahead of them. If you look to the right, you will see the moment a dark-colored SUV pulled up from underneath the train tracks. One person pulled out of the car, approached the boys in a frenzy, and opened fire on them. As soon as the targets are hit, the shooter rushes back to the vehicle and takes off towards Wabash and South, then turns left on Madison and escapes. Although the surveillance footage captured only one vehicle pulled up for the hit, according to CPD Deputy Chief John, 2 cars pulled up and fired multiple shots at a group of teenage boys.
When 2 cars pulled up and a group of individuals exited said vehicles, fired multiple times, striking 2 of the teenage students of Innovations High School. These individuals were taken to Northwestern Hospital where they succumbed to their injuries.
Eyewitnesses said over 10 to 15 rounds of gunshots rang out, and within a split second, the shooters took off. Local shopkeeper Mohammed Ashik described the shots from his point of view as sounding like firecrackers.
Like a firecracker, you know, like a something like
And they had a switch on that bitch on my baby.
If the shot sounded like a firecracker, that means that at least one of the shooter's pistols was probably equipped with a switch that sounded like explosives. It was a brutal hit and the entire city was mourning. Oh, not the entire city per se, because shortly after the hit, the mastermind of the hit would go on to brag about the operation. First, he hopped on IG Live and started making comments hinting that he just dropped 2 bodies, adding to his body count.
Feel if I get mad enough, will start happening. Y'all know this by now. I went for like a week and poof. Gotta go. After that, poof. I came back, poof.
Lil Jeff was so
This little nigga was crazy as hell, dog. On my soul. What the
Rob
fuck?
and Monty with such precision. I'll tell you why. Back
King
in the
Draco.
day, Lil Rob and Monty allegedly robbed Lil
What's the
Jeff
word,
of
Sam?
pieces of jewelry. As disrespectful as that was, the boys would hop on the internet to start a spree of trolling and disses directed at the Bloodhounds. The BKN boys bragged about the robbery and claimed the jewelry they got was fake.
Tell the other. Be talking about you took so fools.
We got like 50K down. That fake AP they got.
Lil Rob and Monty flexed about.
So y'all robbed a nigga for a fake chain and a fake watch?
Hilariously, one of the watches.
I don't know who like who goofy.
Like an original AP timepiece. Almost immediately, a Reddit user noted that iced out watch had a GLD logo on the clasp. It's an online jewelry store that specializes in plated jewelry, aka fake. When the news hit the street, Lil Jeff hopped on IG Live claiming that nobody took anything from him by force. The boys wanted to take a look and ran off when he wasn't noticing.
It depends what type of song you trying to make, buddy.
God could come pull me out this car right now. I never took $1 from
Nothing.
nigga said, let me take a picture, this, that, and that. I look up, the nigga then ran down. We all the way at the top of the staircase first off.
Shortly after, a YouTube video from the trenches would get Monty and some BKN members on his vlog where they repeatedly flexed the watches they stole and bragged about the operation. On the same vlog, Monty got a FaceTime call from bloodhound Lil Jeff. In the intense conversation, Monty started by asking Lil Jeff where the J at, meaning where is that jewelry. Then,
hey man, go hit that sub button right now, gang, on my baby.
he proceeded to show off the watch he stole from him. All the BKN boys did on that vlog was disrespect Lil Jeff and troll the entire bloodhound. And Lil Jeff doesn't take disrespect. Almost a year after the hit, the Chicago Police Department hit a milestone in their investigation and began making arrests. The first suspect was identified as Tommy Coleman, an affiliate of Lil Jeff and the Bloodhound. He was arrested on the 5,700 block of North Mason and hit with double murder. Straight up.
Into my rap daily.
The second suspect was identified as 20-year-old James Allison, known on the street as J-Mo Bloodhound. Word on the street was that Lil Jeff was next on the line before his tragic death. It's no surprise that when the news began to circulate that Lil Jeff was killed by I-Trap Rob, a fan declared he killed Lil Rob. Now he got by Big Rob. Although a funny remark, it goes to show how there is no way out of gang violence other than death. But here's a big question. Why did Reddit pin Lil Jeff's body on Trap City Rob? The aftermath of Lil Jeff's death. As soon as the news of Lil Jeff's death hit the street, the city of Chicago was startled by a series of trolling on the Reddit community, with most of the disses directed at the hood allegedly responsible for sending Lil Jeff back to his maker to protect their own. As expected, the members of Cheericology, a subreddit for discussing Chicago drill culture, wasted no time.
Like a ride wave type beat.
Discussions on Cheericology alleged that the shooter was none other than Trap City Rob. This is largely because Trap City Rob, or I-Trap Rob, has been arrested several times at the apartment where the shots that took Lil Jeff out were fired. However, while some were identifying the shooters, others were analyzing the video to identify the faces of the guys Lil Jeff was on the drill with. Remember the guy in the red jumpsuit? Fans identified him as Q50, and people started trolling for getting shot on the drill. However, Q50 denied being involved in the drill.
Does it make it worse when it's like videos and people reacting to it? And they were trying to say you slipped and fell, and you saying that wasn't even there, right?
I wasn't even there. Stop saying I was done, man.
Well, Q50 might deny all he wants, but the street is hardly wrong. In the same light, the Reddit investigators identified the guy in the yellow shot who Lil Jeff was chasing as Trap City Glenn. In a shocking turn of events, it turned out that day was not the first time Lil Jeff chased down Trap City Glenn, because it was alleged that Lil Jeff once caught Glenn slipping at a store and fired 15 shots at him. However, Glenn always survived a Lil Jeff ambush.
He wanted that nigga bad. What the fuck did he do to him?
The time he chased down Glenn at the store, confirming the rumors on the street.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, stuff. Too bad is it that he get to see y'all. I'm glad though, he can see y'all talk about him all day.
Well, 15 shots could have killed Glenn, but Glenn survived. A fan quickly.
He got hit 15 times. God damn.
Grandma been praying for him type. However, Lil Jeff was bent on killing Glenn, and he was not going to give up after a trial. So he went out again. This time he was got. Shortly after the hit, despite
man, you gotta drop it on both regardless, gang, on my baby.
Born Robert Coleman was arrested in connection to the homicide.
There's different audiences on both platforms, you feel me?
For the arrest of Trap City Rob, because a witness identified and placed him at the crime scene where the shooting that killed Lil Jeff took place. According to the document, surveillance officers spotted Trap City Rob entering and leaving his apartment on S. Rhodes Avenue armed with a black firearm. It is important to mention that the surveillance officers were aware that Trap City Rob was a convicted felon and gun offender who was not supposed to own a firearm at any point in time. The report says that when the police officer tried to get Trap City Rob under custody, Rob pulled away and refused to follow verbal instructions. He used dead weight to stiffen his body, making it difficult for the officer to handcuff him. The report states that Trap City Rob left the officer no choice but to employ control techniques, escort holds, and emergency takedown to get the arrestee in custody. During the struggle between Rob and the officer, a black-loaded firearm fell off Rob's thighs. At this point, Trap City Rob continued to resist arrest until another surveillance officer
hit that sub button, gang, for y'all dip out. I'm gonna take a shot for y'all.
Rob's body size and resistance, 2 handcuffs were used on him, which resulted in injuries on his right wrist. However, Trap City Rob's actions were not without consequences. According to the document, after being placed into the squad role, Coleman was transported directly to 2nd District lockup due to his actions and demeanor on scene. In a shocking turn of events, an investigation into Trap City Rob's involvement in the homicide failed to prove that Rob was the actual shooter. As a result, the murder charge labeled against him was dropped, but because he was caught with a gun as a convicted felon, the gun charge would stick and he will probably get some time in jail. However, following Trap City Rob's arrest, a series of reactions and rising controversies erupted on Reddit. One user commented, "I ain't well versed on Illinois self-defense laws, but it is insane to me that anybody would be charged with murder in this situation.
Swear to God.
They kept shooting him." Another user responded, "Ain't no self-defense for overkill, probably a couple shots or so, but not 19. While the
19
argument
is
was
crazy.
centered around whether or not Lil Jeff's killer acted in self-defense, another Reddit user was concerned about dropping Rob's gun charge. The comment said, "Free it for that armed habitual he proved that day. Why made it a habit?" And to be honest, most fans share the same perspective, which explains why Trap City Rob was praised for standing on business after the incident. It's almost like the entire case was solved on Reddit before CPD started their investigation. But here is a big question. If the police dropped Trap City Rob's murder charge, that means the shooter is out there. Who could that be? I stumbled across the words of a Reddit user, which I'd like to leave you with. I said Rob ain't pull it. The real shooter, we will probably never know because they lying low and not publicly claiming it. If you enjoyed this video, click the card show.
Fucky beef. This nigga said he finally confesses to what happened. He ain't confessed shit in the whole fucking video. You high already, brody? Off the first hit. No, I ain't gonna lie. That Bloodhound Lil Jeff, that nigga was crazy. I fuck with his music though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely fuck with his shit. Police caught him with a Glock switchy.
If you're in the market for a unique flavor, grab Modelo's 5 Aguas Frescas. Inspired by a flavorful Mexican classic.
Oh, flick!
Gotta switch.
How I'm clickbaiting, nigga? We just watched the video. They clickbaited me. Shit, I watched the whole video trying to see the nigga confess, and the nigga didn't confess. I titled this shit before I watched it, gang. Don't do me like that, gang. Don't do him like that, okay? Go to the Rap Daily, tell that nigga he clickbaiting, because I thought he was about to confess to us. You feel me? I want to hear the confession too, my boy. Shit, fuck I'm supposed to do about it?
Nothing in.
On the
hey, I peeped. That's why I said that, Sam, because I was looking like, I mean, when you said that, I was paying attention the whole time, but I'm like, he kind of just saying shit that everybody already know about Lil Jeff. Like, you know what I mean? The shit with the niggas at the school, all that shit. For real, buddy. Shit, I'm just saying. Hold on. Shit, you need to go get with a engineer, bro, and have them make some shit specifically for you. Like, specifically for your song type shit, you know what I mean? But for real though, shit, I'm just trying to.
Woodwood is known as the deadliest neighborhood in Columbus. Due to this reputation,
is that the map? Is that the Google Map picture?
A special enforcement team was created to fight crime in the area. On this day, members of the Wedgwood
I gotta hit that sub button, man. Shit.
With officers in unmarked vehicles.
My sister was supposed to pull up, bro. She hold me today. It's all good though.
Looking for gang-related activity. That's when the officers spotted a man carrying a gun in his pocket.
Yep.
And stopped to talk to him. The officers recovered a Glock pistol with an illegal switch installed, making the weapon fully automatic.
And his ass walking around the hood with the gun hanging out. Do your homework.
The firearm was also equipped with an extended magazine.
Oh, for real, buddy.
With an extended mag?
You got you gotta have damn near extended mag on a switch. I mean, with a switch. You gonna have 16 shots or 10. That bitch gonna.
How are you?
You got any weapons on you? No? Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop.
He should have gotten the car. He should have gotten the car and sped off. I don't know what he doing.
Yeah, definitely should have got the. No cap.
48.
Cause what the fuck?
Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Hey, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Do you understand me?
No.
I got this.
He looking bad as hell like that.
4726 Eastern House in Don't fucking move. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Alright. Don't.
No, he better not move. They gonna fuck around and shoot the shit out of you, nigga. What?
Don't get shot over something stupid. 3726 Eastern.
What I just say? Is he screaming? Lord Jesus.
Now get the gun.
Now get the gun.
Careful, careful. Don't fucking reach. You understand me?
You walk around the hood with your Glock in your pocket, cool as hell.
That's stupid.
With an extended mag poking out your big ass, your big ass pocket. You got a big extended mag just poking out the pocket.
And you ain't got no CPL. You retarded as fuck.
Sir,
I ain't gonna lie to you. You're going straight to
That's
jail.
10 years in your pocket. You need to tuck that, bro. You wouldn't even be in this position right now if that dude would tuck. They would have never knew it was on you. I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that'll...
Get back! Stay back! Right now! Back! Get back!
She like, what?
He's got a gun in his pocket. Get back!
With a switch.
They was like, oh, babe, no. Yeah, baby.
I love you, baby. You hear me?
I love you, baby. Damn. That's fucked up,
Boy,
man.
that girl gonna be hitting somebody, boy. Somebody gonna be hitting that butt, boy. Oh, for them. That shit, boy.
She getting fucked tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dashed. I'm trying to tell you, boy. You finna go up the road and your girl is gonna be getting smashed, bro. It don't be
For
worth
sure.
it, gang.
I ain't gonna say it ain't worth it. You just gotta be smarter, bro. That was just stupid.
You hear me? I love you, baby.
I love you, baby.
What's your name, dude? What's your name, dude? 3726. What is it? Jermaine? Alright. Hey, we're gonna hang out just a second, okay?
Hey, man, hit that sub button for your dog, man. On my baby.
I love you, baby.
Look, your girl
What's your
breaking
name?
down.
What's your name, dude?
3726 Just keep a car coming.
Jermaine? Alright.
Can I get his wallet? Can I get his phone? He gonna be like, hell no, I'm taking my phone with me. I'm taking the phone too.
You running around with 10 years of switch on you when you got this big hanging out your pocket, cool as hell. With this big long ass gun.
Nothing in.
Nothing in the head.
Tripping, bro.
Stupid.
That's real charges, bro. That ain't no little time, bro.
Damn. At least they took the nigga down with no, you know what I'm saying? With no.
Come off. Or you cut it off. Hey, my man. I'll get her number for you. I'm cool with you. I'm gonna take one arm off. Don't do anything stupid. I'll take the bag off. Cool? Alright. What's over is over, okay? Right?
It's over, it's over.
Hey, are you sure you don't want me to tell nobody?
I don't know why you said don't tell nobody.
Cause he about to tell. He about to tell. As soon as he gets to the motherfucking jail, he tell it.
So he can have it.
He's telling. You hear me? Come on, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. He about to be in that bitch like, hey.
You lied to me about having a firearm on you, sir. Spread feet.
Has he seen a gun in your pocket, jackass?
Yeah, that was
you walking
stupid.
around with a big ass gun hanging out your pocket with an extended clip.
Yeah, that was stupid.
He literally rolled past and seen he got a gun in his right pocket. We finna hop out and get it. You feel me? You can't do that, bro. Even if it's a legal gun, you can't have no big ass gun with extended clip just hanging out your pocket, bro. You can't do that.
Says that when we ask you about a firearm, you have to tell us. Listen, man. Okay. Listen, I just came up to you, started talking to you. You weren't detained, anything like that. I just asked you, hey, do you have any gun on you? You said no. You started grabbing me. Correct, because you lied to me about it.
So how do you know I had a gun on me?
I saw it.
Cause you can see it, jackass.
Got that extendo hanging out there, just advertising.
Right, stupid ass.
Listen, man, it is what it is. It's over with. I'll be cool with you. You were nice to me. Right?
It's a fucking dumb motherfucker.
How did you know I had a gun on you? We was in your pocket. Oh, I ain't got shit to say.
It's stupid as
They
fuck.
clowning you now. You got the extendo in your pocket advertising it. Stupid. Now, you little boys be thinking they cool as hell too, boy. You know you're breaking the law, right?
Hey, super for a second. You're cool, right?
Damn. But he got caught with a switch.
Well, you ain't from out here, that's why. That's what sparked our
I live out here.
Where? You don't live out
You got a wallet. There's your wallet in the bag.
Fuck you gonna tell him he don't live out
There's
here?
your wallet in the bag.
I don't know what the wallet was. Okay. So it's in my bag?
No, is it?
I thought it was somewhere in the bag.
I ain't Unc yet, pussy. I'm big bro to you.
Just family babe. Just talk to her. I think it's his baby mama or something like that. Please, thank you.
Baby mama is crazy. Like, damn, why can't you be a girl, bro? Because you black, you gotta be baby mama. And he got a ski mask in the bag. Oh, he's all fucked up. Ain't got some drugs.
Oh man.
I'd say someone's dealing narcotics. Yeah, we're good.
Someone's dealing narcotics. Switchy. Nigga said switchy.
Appreciate your help.
Thanks for got caught with
Hey, that's big bro to you, pussy, like I said.
You're
What's the word, Clips? What's that word, man? Y'all hit that sub button for your dog, bro. We on the road to 600 subs, bro. We just hit 500 the other day, man. Stop playing.
I know.
He told me he'd be out in 24 hours. I don't know if that's loud. I can't tell what that is. It's like loud. Scale. That's scale?
Yes, this is good. His ass is going to jail for possession with intent.
Wesley? Wesley.
He said, like, yo, what?
Hey, you still watching though, bitch ass nigga? TSP? What the fuck do TSP stand for?
I look back and see a mag. He said, this has got time. Stop. I look and say, hey man, you got any guns on you? He says, no. I'm like, grab one. He starts to fight.
Fuck you talking about? Hey, screenshot this pussy ass nigga. Just for you.
So I'm gonna try to figure out.
Oh my baby.
Hey, can you get my friend for her car keys?
Yeah, man, I'll get everything situated. I just need to get a few things working, like your ID and everything like that, okay? What's your name? Spell it for me. What's an address for you, man? What's the zip on that, man? You've been arrested before.
Hell yeah, you've been arrested before.
It's about hell yeah, he been arrested
No,
before.
okay, cool.
Did you give her keys?
Listen, I'm just getting your name, information, stuff like that. Before I leave, I will get her keys and you can talk to her for a second, as long as everybody's cool. Alright? Try to get her calm down. Yeah. We don't want her coming over here when things aren't right like this. When everything's calm, we'll talk, okay? Watch your foot, man. I don't want to get hit.
Hey, just make sure you say big bro next
My
time.
damn sons.
They should snap back in.
Yeah,
I did that the other day.
if you could, I'm gonna try to pull him up from mode. Hey, Struber, can you come here and write down gun info and I'll read it to you, please? Thank you.
Switchy.
Serial number on it. Zebra Lincoln William 143. With a
You hear me?
There was not one in the chamber, and there is 24 in the mag.
24 in the mag.
Mm. He was gonna switch a nigga down. They played with him about that weed on my baby.
For you. If you wouldn't mind. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I put his wallet and cell phone.
Did you go through it? Make sure all the cards come back to him?
They are all his ID. He's got like every one of his IDs in there.
Damn, they going through shit like that. They said, oh, you make sure all of them register back to him.
There you go. I'll call it.
If you don't know, if you know, you know.
Right said just meeting on the field. Oh, he's gonna take it? That's what I understand. Can you clarify? Yeah. Thank you. I agree.
Damn.
Man, both these phones are yours.
He getting
Both these phones.
shit like this too, boy. I'm finna like see what end up happening if something crazy end up happening. Shit like this though, he's for sure gonna he gonna do some time. He got a switch on in his pocket with an extended mag. With
Extended mag
and a scale and a ski mask in his bag. He got caught with all that red-handed.
Goodbye.
Extended mag not illegal.
All right. It's one kiss goodbye. All right.
One kiss.
We're gonna figure it out, okay?
You guys all good? Yeah.
I'm going to figure it out, okay?
At least she, you know what I'm saying, you got a real one over there.
I just got you back, bro. No. Okay, we're gonna figure it out.
All right, honey. That's good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you. You'll see him in a little bit, I'm sure.
Damn.
You'll see him in a little bit.
No, he probably gonna get out. That's fucked up though. Cops who got murdered on their own body cam. Shit.
You ready, Foster?
God damn. Yo, hold on. That shit just came on just a little too fast for you, dog. What?
These are the moments when cops recorded their own deaths. And unfortunately, there are plenty of other moments just like this. Like the time these 3 officers were ambushed and killed after they failed to notice the man in the car aiming a fully loaded automatic rifle at them.
Damn.
Starting with the time a cop offered help to a stranded driver.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick.
Only to be murdered.
Yo!
All captured on his own body cam. In the early morning hours of March
Hold the fuck on,
2024, New Mexico trooper Justin Hare was dispatched to assist what appeared to be a stranded driver in Quay County, New Mexico. Unfortunately for Officer Hare, this would be the last time he would be dispatched on a call.
Yo.
Hey, bud. What do you need?
Just tired. I need a ride to the store. You get me.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but nobody's open tonight.
This one I need town.
Okay. Go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get.
Damn. Damn. Ain't no way he just shot that nigga like that, bro. Damn.
Without a warning, 33-year-old Jeremy Smith pulled out a Taurus 9mm pistol and shot Officer Hare point blank, killing him instantly. After ending the life of the police officer who was trying to help him, Smith stole the squad car, with the officer still inside.
D Money, you talking about love, baby. What you mean by that? Yo. Bro, this shit is crazy as fuck.
driving northbound for around 5 minutes, Jeremy dumped Officer Hare's body on the side of the road and continued his escape. A few hours later, he crashed the stolen patrol unit and proceeded to flee on foot. Following this incident,
Hell no, you gotta hit the sub button because you say I look like Lil Baby. I don't look like no Lil Baby.
a multi-agency investigation revealed that Smith had
What's
stolen
the word, though,
a
D-Money?
335i from a nurse a few days prior and already had warrants out for his arrest, which would explain the sudden attack. He was caught a few days later and was charged with carjacking resulting in death, kidnapping resulting in death, possession of a stolen firearm, and interstate transport of a stolen vehicle. If convicted, he faces life in prison or the death penalty, as federal law does not allow parole.
They for sure are trying to get that nigga.
succumbed to his injuries, leaving behind a pregnant wife and 2 children.
That's
On
fucked up.
February 8th, 2024, in Maryville, Tennessee, Deputy Shelby Eggers performed a traffic stop on an SUV. The car was stopped for erratic
Hey, I
driving.
appreciate you, my dude.
When Eggers approached the vehicle, she'd find suspect Kenneth DeHart, whose unwillingness to comply would soon turn deadly.
Alright, my friend. Now that we're out of the way there.
Alright, my friend.
That's alright. My name's Shelby. I work for the County Sheriff's Office. I stopped you now because you were all over the road.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
Okay.
I just put my hair up.
Putting your hair up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had anything to drink or anything?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe
just
something
just
like
living. Nah, I'm just living suburban.
Okay.
Kenneth claimed that he hadn't been drinking or doing drugs and told the deputy that the reason he drifted into the other lane was because he was fixing his hair. But when the officer approaches the vehicle, she notices a strong marijuana scent coming from the car. So she asks the suspect to step out of his vehicle. But unfortunately, things would quickly turn south.
I'm gonna tell you this. I am gonna have you step out, hang out with me.
Step out for what?
So I smell weed in the car. Have you ever smoked weed in this car?
I don't smoke or nothing.
Okay, you don't smoke or nothing?
No.
Has anybody
No.
smoked in the car?
Nobody. This is my
Okay.
grandma's car.
Okay, I got you.
Bogus, man.
Okay. Well, I smell it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you step out and hang out with me. Okay.
Never, man, never.
We'll search as long as everything's good. I'll get you home.
There ain't no weed in here. Nobody
Okay.
smokes weed. Don't do me like that now.
Okay.
Well, I'm refusing to
No, there's no refusing.
He said I'm refusing
When I
this.
smell, so when I smell,
The fuck you mean you refusing?
over
Oh,
marijuana,
shit.
I have probable cause to search the vehicle.
I need to get a dog.
Kenneth begins to get agitated at the deputy, but things would
Motherfucking
only
neck
get
hurt.
more heated when Shelby's partner, Deputy Greg McCowan, arrives to help lay down the law.
I'm not. No.
You're about to go to jail for refusing.
No, you can't do that. You
You're
can't do that. You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me, man. Please get your hands off of me.
Why is she doing it instead of him?
Get out of the car.
I'm asking you.
Get your ass out of the car.
Out of the car.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Out of the car.
Get out of the car, Kenny. Go ahead, hit him. Out of the car.
Get out of the car. Taser deployed.
Damn. God damn. Hold on.
I didn't do nothing.
Get that seatbelt on. Go get
Please
your
don't do
seatbelt.
this to me.
You're about to get
Please.
it again.
Please. Please.
You're about to get it again.
Stop. Let me talk to my mama. Like, yeah.
Why don't you just stop, man? Like, I ain't gonna lie, just stop, bro.
After refusing to step out of his vehicle, the deputies deployed a stun gun, which seemed to have little to no effect on the
No
suspect.
effect on this
And
big
moments
ass.
later, Kenneth would respond to the officers by drawing a gun of his own,
What?
threatening their lives.
Yo.
Shots fired. I'm hit.
Damn. Damn. Shoot that nigga. Why she ain't shooting at that nigga? She's scared as hell.
Deputy Shelby Eggers was shot in the leg and fortunately survived. However, Deputy Greg McCowan was killed at the scene.
Damn.
After the incident, the city mayor put out a $10,000 bounty for any information regarding the suspect. And after a 5-day manhunt, Kenneth DeHart was finally arrested 20 miles from where the crime was committed. He was convicted of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, felon in possession of a firearm, aggravated assault on a first responder, evading arrest, resisting arrest, and failure to maintain a lane. This suspect's response to an officer's instructions was to draw a gun and pull the trigger. But what about an officer? What would they do if they were suddenly ambushed unprovoked? On July 14th, 2023, Fargo police officers Andrew Dodas and Tyler Hawes were investigating a traffic incident. Several witnesses needed to be interviewed, so they called in fellow officers Zach Robinson and Jake Wallen to assist. A seemingly typical shift, but unbeknownst to them, in a car across from the crash site, a truly sinister plan was brewing.
We'll interview the drivers just because it's easier for the report stuff. If you don't want to do passengers, just pull them out and get statements from them and their info and stuff. Perfect. Alright, so where are we sitting right now?
Damn! What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Yo!
As the officers were headed to conduct their first interviews, 37-year-old Mohammed Barakat opened fire, dropping...
Hector, what's the word?
Officer Zach Robinson managed to take cover before unholstering his firearm and firing back at Mohammed, striking him multiple times.
Central, we got shots fired! Central, we got shots fired! Central, we got a man with an AK-47. He's shooting at us. We're up.
What the fuck?
Central, shots fired! Shots fired! We got 3 officers down! 3 officers down!
Damn!
Stand everybody! Stop moving! Stop moving! Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up!
Yo! Hey, hit that sub button, man. If y'all new to the channel, man, join the White Napkin Club, man. On my baby.
3 officers down.
Officer Robinson ordered Mohammed to drop his gun 16 times, but he continued waving it. He was reportedly wearing body armor and was shot and killed about 2 minutes into the standoff. Upon further investigation, it was discovered that his vehicle contained 3 rifles, 4 handguns, over 1,800 rounds of .223 ammo, 3 gas canisters, and 2 propane tanks filled with tannerite, an explosive used for target practice. However, Jake Wallen lost his life after the incident.
Bro, what the fuck was he planning to do with all of that shit? Oh my baby, cause what the hell did propane tanks and what the fuck? He get body armor?
While officers Andrew Dodas and Tyler Hawes were wounded, but made a full recovery a few months later. After an investigation, it was determined that Mohammed had been preparing for a larger attack and was obsessed with mass casualty incidents.
What?
But in this next case,
fucking crazy
an officer
ass
sees the threat and runs straight into it. On April 5th,
man, I don't know, man. You got them all, man. Hold on. Hector, you got all the hoes, bro. Bring them to the chat. On my baby.
Were dispatched to an
bring them to
emergency
YouTube,
situation
man. Tell them what's
after a man shot his pregnant wife and teenage son. When the officers arrived at the scene, they broke in through the front door to apprehend the suspect, 47-year-old Anthony Bailey. But unfortunately for them, they were about to walk right into a deadly trap.
Shots fired, shots fired. Shots.
Oh shit, my bad.
He's on the no, don't go around. He's on the watch out.
Damn! What the fuck? Oh, so he killed one already. I mean, unalived one. My bad.
After shooting two
Oh
of the
shit!
police
That nigga
officers,
jumped
Anthony
on
locked himself inside the house.
Dog, I'm not laughing at this, but that nigga, they kicked the hole through the fucking garage. And he jumped out that bitch quick as hell. Hold on.
There were negotiation attempts made to get the gunman out of the house, but after a 15-hour-long standoff, he refused to surrender and turned the gun on himself. One of the officers sustained a gunshot wound to the hand, while the other was shot in the hip. Both were hospitalized and recovered. Unfortunately, shootouts like these aren't that uncommon if you're a law enforcement officer.
Look how he jumped through the hole.
In this next case,
That's crazy.
things escalate to a whole new level.
The fuck?
On November 6th, 2016, Kelvin Ross was driving a...
I hate to when they get close to 4th of July. What's up? You alright?
Bored.
Are you bored?
Four-wheeler down a countryside neighborhood with a friend on a dirt bike when they were approached by a man named Ralph Stanley Jr., who threatened them with a shotgun. Ross's cell phone captures the chilling moments.
Hey, you keep putting this goddamn up there, my ass, I'll kill your motherfucking ass.
My problem,
Man, me.
Yes, sir.
I ain't fucking tired of your goddamn bull.
Yes, sir.
Following the encounter, the guys quickly called the sheriff's department and told them about the incident and showed them the video. But as the deputies tried to talk to Ralph, he does the unexpected.
Tell me what's going on with your neighbor.
Man, I've had multiple complaints with these people over here, and I'm sure y'all had.
Okay, and the problem is that you took what you felt was your authority out in the road.
No,
and you told that man. You told that man that you're gonna kill him.
No.
What's about
I'm
no?
telling you, I can't. They had a video going, and that's terrible for you.
Yeah,
Terrible for you.
yeah, not good. But y'all want to do anything? He's running a business over here. He's not paying taxes. Y'all won't do anything about it? I've already been to the marshal about it. Jimmy won't do anything about it. For the last 10, 11 months, man, it ain't been up much pure hell in this fucking neighborhood because of them.
Notice how Ralph has kept his hand inside his pocket while talking to the deputy. A small but crucial detail.
No, because if he was black, they would have been like, keep your hands out of your fucking pockets, huh?
You know where my glasses are? Oh, those must be hands. Thank you.
Is this some more of them Snicker ice creams in it?
Snicker?
Yeah, you might have to move some stuff around.
Unfortunately, it would prove fatal, because as soon as the deputy tells him that he's under arrest, Ralph takes things to the extreme.
Well, just so you know, you're under arrest.
He said, no, I'm not.
As the deputy attempted to handcuff him, Ralph pulled a concealed Glock 43 pistol from his waistband and opened fire. He shot the deputy at close range, fatally wounding him, and then turned the gun on the other deputy, shooting him multiple times.
Damn.
The second deputy managed to fire a single shot in return, but missed. After shooting the deputies,
Yeah,
Ralph
wear
did
some
not call
shoes
for
until you
help
get to
or
the
offer
trampoline,
aid.
though, because it's still
Instead,
wet.
he went into his house, changed into tactical gear, and armed himself with an AR-15 rifle and a 12-gauge shotgun loaded with
I ain't gonna lie, he been waiting for this. Hand me a popsicle real quick, baby. He been waiting on this shit his whole life. No, it don't matter. He been waiting on this shit his whole life. He went in there and grabbed that shit too quick. Fucking vest, a fucking AR-15, another fucking rifle. Like, what the hell?
buckshot.
How was he throwing?
Eventually, he surrendered to the officers and was subsequently arrested and charged with second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 2 life terms without the possibility of parole. In this case, a suspect's heinous actions took the life of an officer. However, in this next story, a suspect calls 911 with the most evil intentions. In the early hours of December 31st, 2017, 31-year-old Matthew Ryle made a 911 call to report a verbal disturbance with his temporary roommate. But what seemed like a routine call would soon turn into a deadly standoff.
I don't like that.
Kept coming at me. I appeared for my health and my safety, like he was at me.
And what was your name?
Matthew.
3 officers from the Douglas County Sheriff's Department arrived at the Copper Canyon Apartments in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, ready to assess the situation.
What's going on there?
I don't know. My roommate freaked out on me.
Okay.
Came at me. I even like put a laser in his face and like.
Why don't you come out here?
You put a laser in his face.
You mind if I come in and talk with you, sir? Is he on anything? Is he in mental facilities, or did you guys get in a physical altercation tonight? Okay. I'm just gonna get your name in, sir, and then I'm gonna get out of here, okay?
When officers arrived, Ryle claimed that his roommate was having a PTSD flashback, prompting Ryle to call an ambulance. But the officers quickly noticed something else. Ryle was the one acting erratically, even arguing with them on the scene.
Well, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to figure out how to calm him down. Hang on. We're here because we want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah. No,
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
After speaking with both men, deputies determined that no crime had been committed. So, at 3:44 a.m., they left the scene. But this wasn't over yet. Just a few hours later, Ryle called 911 again. This time, he claimed that his roommate had been pushing him and that he wanted a restraining order. So, 5 deputies headed back to the apartment. But what they walked into was far more than just a tense situation.
Who's there? Who's there?
Hey, Matt, it's Zach.
Oh, I want to file a restraining order. Well, what? Do you know me?
Yeah, I do. You really upset him.
Well, I am.
Well, I don't think there's anyone else in there.
We're gonna take him.
Seeing Ryle's erratic behavior, officers decided to take him in for a mental health hold. This was the best course of action to keep.
The DraftKings Casino app is the place for jackpots and across all my favorite games, not just slot.
Keep both Ryle and those around him safe, but there was a problem. Ryle had barricaded himself inside the apartment, which meant that officers had no choice but to force their way in. And that's when things took a deadly turn.
Okay, Sergeant. You guys there. After you come out.
Open the door. Sheriff's office.
I ain't gonna lie, they just be kicking people doors in, running in people's shit. Damn.
Without warning, Ryle opened fire with a rifle. Every officer on the scene was hit, but one of them, Deputy Zachary Parrish, took the brunt of the ambush, being shot multiple times.
Damn.
With officers down, SWAT was immediately called in. The scene was chaotic, and Ryle continued to fire, even as SWAT moved in. Once inside, officers found Ryle barricaded in a bedroom, and the gunfight continued. But after a intense battle, Ryle was finally stopped when he was shot multiple times. Inside his apartment, officers found an arsenal, 15 guns, including rifles, a shotgun, and a semi-automatic pistol. They also discovered nearly 400 spent shell casings and 180 bullet holes in the walls, some reaching neighboring apartments. But what made this case even more chilling was that Ryle had live-streamed the entire attack on Periscope. In the footage, he claimed he was only defending himself. He even bragged about having over 1,000 rounds of ammunition. Sadly, Deputy Zachary Parrish didn't survive his injuries.
Damn.
The other officers, though wounded, made it out alive. A routine call had turned into a deadly ambush, and one officer paid the ultimate price. Officers often have to put their lives on the line to protect and serve. And in this next story, law enforcement has to take on someone who is willing to do anything to escape.
What the
On October
fuck?
15th, 2023, a Tahoma County police officer responded to a call regarding a disabled motorist. The driver, 39-year-old Joseph Michael Pate, was approached by the officer and asked to roll down his window. Dashcam footage shows the horrifying moments that followed.
Hey, can you roll down your window?
I wonder what make a nigga be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm about to get on this nigga, on the police ass.
Times the officer suspected that something might be wrong, so he backed up, which proved to be a wise decision as the driver suddenly exited the vehicle and opened fire on the officer.
Damn.
Hey, stay in your vehicle. Hey, hey! 802, 806, shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. 1199.
What the fuck you thought was gonna happen? Your stupid ass get out the car, shoot.
Just get a long gun on the ground. Stay on the ground!
What the fuck? Hey man, if y'all new to the channel, hit that sub button, man. And get us to 520. We at like 508 or something.
Stay on the ground! Stay on the ground! Do not do it!
Damn. Yo.
After a few minutes of pretending to be down, the man got up again and shot the officer, hitting him multiple times. The man then proceeded to steal the cop car and tried to escape, only for him to meet a bitter end.
802, I'm hitting the light. He's taking off with a patrol vehicle.
A few moments later, multiple officers arrived at the crash site and arrested the man, who was quickly taken to a hospital, where he died. Unfortunately, the officer's injuries weren't lethal, and he fully recovered and returned to duty within a month. The officer read the mind of the suspect before he got out of the car, which goes to show that sometimes to survive, the only thing you can rely on is pure instinct, like in this next case. On January 1st, 2016, a police officer responded to a call regarding a man, 29-year-old Malcolm Orr, trying to snatch groceries from customers. After arriving at the scene and identifying the man based on the description, he
Trying to
exited
snatch groceries from customers.
Malcolm, on the other hand,
Did I hear that right?
Free for affordability. What you might not know is performance and
had different plans.
Come here for a second. Come here. If you don't, you better stop, or I would. Come here.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Stop. I'm not. Stop. Stop. Take your hands out your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket. If you don't stop, so I'm gonna tase you. I'm not playing with you. Take your hands out your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket. Take your hands out your pocket.
Damn.
Damn. Shots fired.
Damn, you gotta unlock. You gotta, man, damn.
This range I'm in. This echo stuff I'm in. I'm texting it. Dispatch. Help. Okay, thank you, sir. Dispatch, you tell my family hello.
Malcolm opened fire on the officer, striking him at least 8 times.
Damn!
The officer ran for his life and called for backup, who arrived soon and apprehended the suspect. Luckily, the officer survived, and Malcolm was given the maximum sentence of 30 years to life without the possibility of parole. But in this next story, an officer comes face to face.
He shot this nigga 8
On
times.
January 13th,
What?
2020, a Georgia police officer was looking for a runaway suspect. However, he was so focused on catching the perpetrator that he didn't realize how close he was to the tracks.
No way.
8691.
Come here. You're right working out towards Piedmont at the railroad track.
Damn.
The officer sustained multiple serious injuries following this incident, including broken ribs, a concussion, and multiple fractures. Fortunately, he survived the impact and made a full recovery.
That's crazy as fuck. That was just 27 minutes of crazy ass shit just happening back to back to back. God damn. Motherfucker police got smoked on camera a million times, bro. What the fuck going on? Hey man, if y'all new to this motherfucker, hit the sub button, bro. It's free as a bitch. It's freer than a bitch. You hear me? What y'all on though, man? Who in the chat, man? Comment, tell me something where y'all from in this bitch. Bentley, what you doing, bro? We killed kids. What? When evil kids realize they've been caught. Evil? Why is he? Bro, why is he choking a little girl like that on the thumbnail, bro? They fucked up. Oh shit.
In this video, you'll see how this cop reacted when he realizes he mistakenly killed an innocent suspect.
Get your hands up, I'm gonna shoot you. I will shoot you. Hands up. I think it's gonna pull a gun.
And later, you'll see how an acorn scared a cop into shooting a handcuffed suspect.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Bro, what?
Let's start with one of the most disturbing cases where these officers' incompetency led to this woman's eventual death. On February 5th, 2023, in Knoxville, Tennessee, police received reports from Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center that discharged patient Lisa Edwards, a homeless woman who's had a stroke and shattered her ankle, refuses to leave the property. But when officers arrive and find her in pain with nowhere to go, their reaction isn't one of heartfelt compassion, and it ends up costing her dearly.
Ma'am, what's your name? Okay, Miss Edwards, they said you have already talked to the doctor. You listen to me, I'm talking. You've already talked to the doctor. You've already been discharged from the hospital. They want you gone. I'm talking. I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here. Okay? I don't want this to...
How the fuck is she supposed to leave? How is she supposed to leave? And why the fuck is he talking to her like that, gang? Like...
You're looking for somewhere to go because you're cold. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking you to just because you're cold.
I shattered my ankle and I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you...
They won't.
Equinox, what's the word, my boy?
You gotta get going.
The officers tell Lisa that she must leave the property despite being unable to walk and recently suffering a stroke. While it isn't the hospital's responsibility to shelter her, if she has legitimate medical complaints, they have a duty to care. Considering she can't walk and will have to forfeit the hospital's wheelchair, it's highly likely she'll soon end up in exactly the same place. Instead, officers decide to take her into custody on charges of criminal trespassing.
Okay. Oh.
She's not strapped in there, is she?
Oh, yeah, I am. My bad. Oh, no.
We're not gonna let you fall, okay?
This is fucked up, bro. They gonna put her in that little ass.
I need you to step up, okay? Yeah, you have to.
Put me back.
Man, you're gonna have to get in so we don't have to push you.
Okay.
Come on.
There you go. You got it. If you get in there, you can sit down. You're dead.
Oh my God.
This fucked up,
You're
bro.
gonna have to get up there because we're gonna have to physically put you up there if not. And that's not as nice. So please help us help you. You've been medically cleared, so let's get in.
As Lisa lays on the cold floor of the police van struggling to breath, officers berate her for her perceived belligerence. They neglect the fact that she's severely injured, suffers from a variety of illnesses, and is emotionally distraught. Just because she's been medically cleared for dubious reasons doesn't mean she's capable of doing everything the officers aggressively demand.
Listen to me. You heard me? I'm not doing this, okay? This is the Lord. Listen to me. This is the Lord's day. All I want to do is give you some coffee and some oatmeal. I'm not going to deal with your mess this morning. We've already spent too much time on you.
This is fucked up, bro.
You're going to go to jail. We're done with this.
Go to jail for what, bro?
This dead weight crap. Listen to me. You're going to pick your legs up and you're going to get in here.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, her pants coming down and all type of shit, dog. Like, what the fuck is wrong with... I hate the police, bro. I swear to God. Not all of them, but these bitch ass niggas for sure.
Okay, so listen, this is going to be your option. You're going to get up and you're going to sit here, or I'm going to stuff you in the floor. So which one do you want it to be?
As a supervisor arrives to assist in transporting Lisa, instead of gaining control of the situation, his verbal abuse only exacerbates her misery.
Then lean back. Listen, you're gonna get jammed in a tiny compartment if you don't get up there, man. Listen to me. Listen.
Look how little that fucking thing is. They trying to get her to fit in that bitch, bro. That shit is fucked up, bro.
And we're gonna jam you in a spot smaller. We're trying to help you here. Get in there. It's bigger and you're by yourself. You have more room.
As Lisa writhes in pain, she begs to be taken back into the hospital. In a lawsuit later filed by her family, it's alleged that when an emergency room security officer told hospital registration that her condition was deteriorating, he was told the hospital refused to send anyone outside to evaluate or treat her. Instead, officers denigrate Lisa with snide comments about her personal hygiene before shoving her into the back of a cruiser.
Damn!
Sister on the other side of the river. Uniform's all nasty from her.
Oh no, my leg.
Stand up.
My
Walk.
leg.
We know you can walk.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get off this shit, bro. This shit.
There me up.
Come on, shit.
There me up.
You better hold his foot up where it's going to get slammed.
Let me up.
His foot's about to get slammed up.
Oh shit, my wagon inside. You want Lysol spray on them? I got some.
Hey, you got it, boys. You better get it together.
You better get some act right.
Despite the officer claiming the breathless Lisa needs some act right, which she'll really need in the back of the airless cruiser's oxygen.
Hold that in.
Come on, just help me. Stop it.
I'm trying to say hello.
Grow up. How you doing back there?
Okay, good.
It's hot.
Okay,
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, we just have 2 calls on that vehicle.
Hey, are you up?
Tell me, are you up, nigga? No, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, it should be.
Stupid, goofy bitch.
When the officer pulls over a vehicle unrelated to the incident, he finally notices that Lisa has long since lost consciousness.
66, give me a 941.
Yeah, for it.
Why the fuck are you pulling her head like that?
What? But she's not answering me. Wake up! Ed!
Even after pulling her unconscious head up by her hair, he again questions if she's faking it. Lisa Edwards would never wake up. She was transported back to Fort Sanders Regional Medical Center, where she suffered multiple heart attacks and a second stroke before passing away away the next day.
Yo.
Disciplinary actions responding Sergeant Brandon Wardlaw was demoted to officer. Transporting Officer Timothy DeStastio was suspended without pay for 10 days, and Officer Adam Barnett was suspended without pay for 4 days. The lawsuit is ongoing. While this case was clearly tragic, our next is simply strange.
That shit fucked up. Talking about tragic.
I don't know. I think it felt like it.
In Okaloosa County, Florida, Sheriff's Deputy
I know you
Jessica
fucking
and
lying to
Sergeant
me,
Beth
bro.
Roberts respond to the scene of a man threatening his girlfriend with a silenced pistol and immediately detain him in the back of a cruiser. But when Deputy Hernandez hears what he believes is a suppressed gunshot, he takes drastic measures to defend himself.
Shots fired!
Where? Right there? Jesse, are you okay?
I'm here!
Get in the house! Get in the house! Jesse!
After Deputy Hernandez hears a perceived gunshot, he ducks for cover before unloading his magazine into the back of the cruiser containing the suspect. Although believing he's been hit, he perceives as the sound of the suppressed weapon is found to have been an acorn falling on the roof of the vehicle.
Suspect is gonna be in the vehicle.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Where are you hit?
I don't know.
Come on, I don't know.
I might have hit my vest.
Okay. No! Get back! I'm not gonna tell you go! Get back!
I don't know. I think.
No, you ain't fucking hit. You's a fucking goofy, man. These niggas is fucking goofy, bro. Talking about fucking shots fired. I'm hit. Nigga, you ain't even hit. What?
You see anything in my vest?
What hit your vest?
My legs went numb when it hit me. Alright. I don't know, my legs went numb for a second.
Oh my god.
Go this way. Can you move? Yeah.
As backup arrives and trains long guns on the unarmed suspect, Deputy Hernandez asks for help in deciphering whether he's actually been shot. The department later established that it was in fact an acorn that fell on the roof of the cruiser, and Deputy Hernandez resigned.
Look at this goofy ass nigga, bro.
A mistake that thankfully wasn't fatal. One involved in our next case simply doesn't care that one was. On January 23rd, 2023, Seattle police officer Kevin Dave responds to calls of a suspected overdose, only to find himself in the middle of another tragedy.
Damn!
3 married 2. Started supervisor start fire for a struck pedestrian.
While driving 74 in a 25 miles per hour zone, Officer Dave strikes and kills 23-year-old student John Avi Candola. But as shocking as this is, it's the callous behavior of Officer Daniel Otterer that caused a national uproar.
It does not seem like there's a criminal investigation going on. Otherwise, there would be other... What's that? Yeah. Otherwise, there might be other people arriving, correct? Yeah, I mean, he's going 50. That's not out of control. That's not reckless for a trained driver.
While Officer Otterer claims that Dave had his lights and sirens on, it's later found that his sirens were in fact not operating. This won't be the last fact of the case he claims to be certain of, despite not being anywhere near the scene as it unfolded.
Yeah, well, there's some... Initially, he said she was in a crosswalk. There's a witness that says no, she wasn't, but...
Hey, man, I'm about to jump off this bitch, bro. But look, shit. Y'all hit that motherfucking notification bell so y'all know when I'm